Hello. I'm here to apologize for my comments. Some of them were out of line, and wishing that, like, being glad that someone's dead. That's not what I mean when I say that. However, that doesn't make it better for me to say it, and I understand I shouldn't have. However, the point of the matter is that, like, some workplace relationships in most workplaces are not as stable as one would believe. Now, I understand that some people lacking social skills, lacking other things that help better personable skills, and I believe that there are none in the workplace. Like, I believe that in the workplace, it's like a war zone. It's not a competition anymore. It's a fucking battle. And frankly, I shouldn't, like, really have said those vicious things, but at the same time, those are real people who actually manage people in the workplace, who actually degrade other people on a regular basis by discriminating against them while they're working. By I mean, these things happen, but no one's talking about it. People are being abused at work. They're not getting the hours that they asked for when they got hired. And basically, what people need to understand is, yeah, if I do have a criminal background, you can do the background check. However, I don't have to tell you shit unless my shit, I murdered someone, I motherfucking am a pedophile, rapist or something. That's when I have to tell you. Otherwise, I don't have to tell you shit. If I have a criminal background, that's none of your business. And if you did do the research to look for it, you may know the knowledge, but you don't know nothing about what happened. You don't understand the situation. You don't understand nothing. To the degree, I mean, some people, like, basically, if they did assault someone, yeah, you may want to know that information, but at the same time, what would you do that would make them want to assault you? I know, not giving them the hours that they need to pay their bills. How about they ask for a full-time position, you're giving them quote unquote full-time hours, and yet they're still not paying their bills because you're not paying them the hours that they assign. You like, oh, 27 hours, 30 hours, that's full-time hours. No, full-time hours is 40, 35 to 40 hours.
Actually, it's 30 to 40. We went from 30 to 40.
30, whatever, 30 to 40. Me, 35 is part-time hours for me. I don't give a fuck. Where's my 35 hours? Anyway, the point of the matter is that, frankly, these relationships that are supposed to make the workplace fun, they're being broken down every day by individuals like Brittany Norwood and Brittany Norwood's murder victim. They both all played a part in her own death. Brittany Norwood may have not liked what she said about her, and for a manager to violate policy like that, to go around and dispute someone openly about a subject that which she had no knowledge about, except for the fact that there were some shoes missing, which could have been all her own fault, because obviously she doesn't know what proper protocol is. If you are missing something, you do not talk to your coworkers about it. You don't give them that information. You are a manager. You're supposed to talk to managers or whoever's going to be responsible for you for that shoe being gone. However, you do not go around talking about, oh, somebody stole a shoe. No, especially when you have no knowledge of who the person is. That's against company policy. I know that, and I have never been a manager in my life. So what the whole thing is just vast breakings of work protocol. And that's just the bottom line. She wouldn't have been murdered if all that shit wasn't flapping out of her mouth and threatening someone else's job at the expense that it could have been her own fault. Uh, Number two, frankly, if you're going to try and make better out of the situation to have that not happen, we need to improve public relations, or improve relations in the workplace so that they can understand what is appropriate to be done. Frankly, they be watching those videos and don't give a damn about what they're saying, because as soon as they get the job or the position or whatever as a manager, most of the time a manager have the most ability to abuse their employees and co-workers. Basically, it's just abuse in the workplace that caused Brittany Norwood to kill that other girl. I don't even know her name, and it's a shame because, frankly, to a certain degree, I still, frankly, don't care because that bitch could seriously be a fucking bitch for real. Like, she just, I hate that shit. It gets on my fucking nerves. And when bitches become over compulsive to a degree that is not necessary, that's when shit gets to a certain degree. And everybody could just coming later. Um, Basically, when these things happen, you gotta understand that there's more to it. The fact that the wheels wasn't working in either one of their heads was number one. She's going around talking, and Brittany Norwood is getting the information. Okay, so what do you think is gonna happen? I would just definitely be really upset. So I'm gonna apologize, but at the same time, I really believe that situation should be looked at for what it means. It means that that job relations, people at the workplace, that the workplace is even more stressful than what's to have been established before. This means that the workplace is even more out of control, even more volatile than one would ever know because of the environment and the authority established at the company. Basically, people feeling too free, having too much freedom with their abilities to fire people, hire people. They should not have these freedoms. These freedoms should be government, uh, government complemented by them forcing them to hire people and never firing them. The only time they get fired is when they go to jail for robbing the company, um, stop coming to work at all, and that's the only thing that's what I think should regulate the workplace is the government, because frankly these bitches, they're taking their sweet time hiring who the fuck they want, hiring who the fuck they think is appropriate, does not give people who need jobs. It gives people who are the company's favorite people jobs. And frankly, that doesn't even mean that's the company's favorite. It could be anybody. Like if I was manager, I'm like, oh, you're gay, come work with me, and that's discrimination, and it's just disgusting. So frankly, um all I know is that, what the fuck, the workplace is definitely more volatile and more corrupt than one could ever imagine, and that's why it's time for people to step up in our counties, in our states, and take control of these companies and let them know that we're not having this, and if you're not hiring nobody, we don't want you. Have a great day. You must stop recording.